Hello everyone. I just wanted to document these symptoms because they're always very hard to describe when I'm sort of at this point. But I'm going to try my best. But yeah, I've just been having a bit of a clear up day to day and moving stuff around. As a lot of you know, I'm very much into my photography and filmmaking, and sadly, as it is at the moment with my sort of mobility and stuff, I'm not getting out and doing what I want to. I can get out my photo camera now, which I'm happy for, and I've got my iPhone, which I can take some great photos with, so that's been good doing that at least. But yeah, it's just, I don't get this whole lifting thing since, I know looking up on Google it comes up with, joint pain and all the rest of it, but my abilities to lift, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to do like dead weights at the gym or anything stupid like that. I mean, I used to be doing all the gym stuff before all of this, but yeah, I just can't get over it, and it's by far the most frustrating for me is my strength. So yeah, lifting these cameras, they're not massive heavy shoulder mount things by any means. It's not VHS. It's just no, probably none of them really over like 10 kilograms. So it's nothing. That's nothing. But I can physically lift any of them, and I can physically push like a vacuum cleaner around. But if I do so, I seem to burn out eventually quite quickly, and then all my symptoms come on, which feels like I've always felt like my glands are sort of spasming to a certain degree. I don't really be able to describe it. They feel like they're just, something's not right there, and then my legs start to get all shaky, and then I get all shaky in the arms and things. But yeah, it's just like physical fatigue just kicks in massively, and it's all due to this lifting or pushing or doing too much with my arms. And I'm doing I'm doing sort of exercises on these resistant bands to try and build up strength in the arms, but it seems to get there to a certain degree. But again, if I try and lift anything or something, something that's not particularly heavy, it does fluctuate. My right arm's the main issue with it. So like if I do like a jug of water, for instance, so keeping hydrated is very important with fibromyalgia. Yeah, I feel that up, and some days that's fine, and then other days I'll go pick it up, and I feel this like strain about here in my arms. That doesn't really show you about here, literally in this area, like it's been massively doing a workout or something. It's so bizarre. But yeah, this is the main issue of the arm, my right arm, and my right side in general. Actually, my right knee's been worse recently. But I just don't get why. Maybe it's because I can't. I just can't get it really. I mean, I've always, in terms of writing, I'm left-handed, but everything else I'm right-sided. So maybe because that's my the main side, it's just they're getting tired because they're doing more, I guess, and it's just something I don't think about throughout the day. But yeah, it's always the right arm that's the issue, and the shoulders. But yeah, getting back to what I'm saying, it's the lifting and pushing. I just can't get past this fucking barrier. It's really frustrating me because I want to get out. And if I burn out getting tired walking after a certain thing, that's how it is at the moment. But what I just want to be able to do is manage my camera equipment again. And yeah, it just seems to be a bit of a circle at the moment. I will get there eventually. I just need to keep changing and swapping things out until I work out what's best. But at the moment, it's just so frustrating, and getting all these cameras out, and just like, I'd love to be able to just go out, and I've got friends that are waiting to do these short films that I've had scripted for ages, and I'm waiting to just be able to go, right, let's go fucking film something. I'm constantly in this loop. I'm like, God damn it, give me my energy back. But yeah, it's the same symptoms. I even get to the point where I'm sort of tired in the voice, and I just feel, my eyes are tight closing and that sort of thing. It's just fatigue kicks in massively, and it's always around lifting. And the only thing that every time you mention the doctors is just like, well, don't do it, avoid lifting. And it's like, yes, I get that. I'm not trying to go around doing stupidly heavy things or doing weights at the gym. I'm just general life getting, and you should be able to go pick up a sodding Hoover or, a camera and not be like, oh, God, this is heavy. It's not fucking heavy. What's wrong with me? And it's just, it bugs me so much because ultimately all the scans come back as there's nothing wrong with us. And they all come back clear. And then it's closest thing with fibromyalgia is really sort of arthritis, looking into it as much as possible. But with arthritis, it picks up as sort of in the scans and what have you. But obviously fibromyalgia doesn't. And I know that's a limitation of medicine in 2019 apparently. You know, my nose seems to be further with what's going on with that, but it just doesn't, as somebody who works very logically, you know, I go to do something, and if it doesn't work, there's a sodding problem behind it, and I just can't physically understand why my body just will not even do the lighter stuff anymore. But yeah, I'm sort of waffling on, sorry. I just really want to make this video and sort of showcase my symptoms when it's happening, because it is so weird. I'm calming down a bit now, the sort of feeling shaky and stuff, because I've been drinking a couple of glasses of water, and I'm obviously just sitting and relaxing and talking on the phone. But yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, going back to the beginning when I first had this sort of flu-like symptoms, which was at the beginning of when this all started, I remember the days where it was literally insanely difficult to even get a plate out of the cupboard. I was all sort of locked up and so weak and everything. It's horrific, and that's when I started sleeping on the floor to try and help with that, and it did. But just, you know, almost a year later, I'm still in almost essentially the same situation where I am. Or lifting and hoovers, I have better days where I can do a bit more with my energy, but other times I'm just like, I'll pick this up, and like a few, you know, 30 seconds later, my body's like, don't do it anymore. Put it down. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm the shadow of what I used to be. But yeah, I just hope I've seen other people with fibromyalgia, you know, doing all these gym stuff, and I just hope that I can eventually get myself into that point, really. So ultimately it's what stopped me working as well, because apart from the lifting thing, I was dealing with that. It was embarrassing because I had to ask people for help and everything, but it was managing to a certain degree, but the standing then became the problem. So the same sort of situation, I stand too long and I burn out. But yeah, it just seems like there's 1 step forward, 12 steps back with any sort of progress, which is, as somebody who was very focused with all the fitness and everything before all this, it's just very annoying. It's a very gloomy day today as well, doesn't help. And no doubt, like most of you, my symptoms are worse when the weather's crap. If it's rainy and stormy and what have you, not stormy, it's not stormy, but rainy and sort of all wet and damp and stuff, it makes the condition worse. Again, like with people with arthritis. But yeah, I'm waffling now, so I'll speak to you later, but I just wanted to post this. Speak to you later.